What was so funny, you might be asking yourself right now? Well, should we audit the gold that is supposedly in Fort Knox?
Is it a good idea to audit Fort Knox? No. No. Here's why.
I kind of agree with Pawnman here, but I also think we should.
Give it to me like...
Welcome to the Paulybuck YouTube channel, everybody. My name is Paul, and I sure am glad to have you with me on this one here today. Today, I've got a couple conversations. Recently, Joe Rogan and Elon Musk had a conversation, and it was brought up about the audit of Fort Knox and the gold within it, or lack there of gold within it, and should it be done, and so on and so forth. Well, Pawnman on TikTok took a little different side to it, and I tend to agree with that too. So let's watch both these little clips, and then I'm going to wrap up with kind of how I feel on it and try and get some response out of you.
I think like a tour of Fort Knox would be awesome. Like a live tour of Fort Knox, we can actually see. It's like, is the gold there or not? They say it is. Like, is it real, or did somebody spray paint some lead? You know.
Imagine if it's not.
Imagine if it's not all there. Like some of it's missing. Where'd it go?
What if a lot of it's missing? What if like half of it's missing?
I mean, how do we even know?
I don't know. They said the last time they let someone look at it was decades ago.
Yeah. Well, I believe the last formal audit was in the 50s. So I'm like, okay.
Oh my God! Just think about all
Maybe
the other
check
things
it again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Think about all the other stuff that you pointed out. All the checks that just go out, the NGO payments, the Social Security people. Think about all that. Now apply that to the gold.
No, absolutely. I just want to like emphasize the sheer madness of the government. It's just because they have like magic money computers that the checks never bounce for the federal government. Like, so you don't have the normal corrective mechanism that you'd have for a company or for an individual. The checks just always clear. The net result is inflation, which is effectively a tax on everyone. But you know, like the Defense Department hasn't passed an audit in I don't know how many years.
7 years.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So it's like you'd have to be friggin' Chuck Norris like only Chuck Norris could get the Defense Department to pass an audit, you know, type of thing. That's the level of skill you need, you know.
Well, that's what's so insane if you bring it back to the idea that it's a business.
After the United States walked away from the gold standard in the 1970s, a lot of what we do for projecting power and running our economy and how much money we have and how we operate the world with our economic might has to do with the fact that we can just print more money, fuck balance sheets, fuck our dollar being backed by anything. It's all about the projection of our power because, baby, we got the nukes. The United States is the most powerful country on earth, and as a result, nobody questions what we do. We can do whatever we want because we have nothing but power, and part of our power comes from shadow power. And part of that shadow power is from a building like Fort Knox, where it's a huge amount of our gold reserves. How much of our gold is in there? We don't know, and we don't care, and nobody can know because that's part of the element of the mystery of our power. It could be 1 bar of gold, it could be 1 billion bars of gold. Who knows? Assume it's more, not less. Geopolitics in a lot of ways is like poker. When you win a hand in poker, when you bluff and somebody folds, do you show your cards? No, because that shows you how somebody plays. You don't want to give anybody the edge at all. By acknowledging our balance sheets, by running an audit, we're going to show our cards. We're going to show what we actually have. We're going to take this element of shadow power and mystery. What's in Fort Knox? Nobody knows. It's part of the mystery of our power. It assigns a value to something that had no value. There's literally nothing good that can happen from auditing Fort Knox because, like I said, you take something that is intangible. It is a mystery number of shadow power. And then you put a big spotlight on it, and there you go. There goes all of its power, because now you know what it is. You've shown your hand. At best, we have a lot of gold, but then again, we just lost all of our shadow power because of the mystery of maybe it could have been more. Or at worst, we have nothing, and we're broke. Then what? Another thing to consider, the market price of gold, which has been steadily pushing up for the last 2 years now, is based on what is assumed the United States has. So when we run that audit, and the actual number of it comes out, if we have nothing, it will make gold way more rare. The price of gold will explode overnight. If they run an audit and the United States doesn't have nearly the gold reserves that it projects it does, or Fort Knox is empty, we basically become a third world country overnight because every country that has more gold than us is basically richer than we are. It's just too much risk going on. I really, for the sake of the price of the market, for market stability, for the sake of United States power, I really hope they don't audit Fort Knox. I think it's a terrible idea. What do you guys think?
So for me, I believe it needs to be done, but I don't think and I may take some heat on this, which is fine. I don't think the general public, you and I, need to know exactly what, how, when, where, anything, because of what the pawn man, Evan, has to say about that is you can't show your cards. As the old song goes, you got to know when to hold them and you got to know when to fold them. If we show our hand of what is in there or what is not in there to not only the general public, but to the world, we lose power. And what do we have left when we lose all that power? We have absolutely nothing. Just like Evan said, we're a third world country at that point. Who wants that? Do you want that? Do you want overnight to be a third world country? So let me know down in the comment section below how you feel about it. Let me know the way you feel about it, what you think should be done. Should there even be an audit to begin with? I believe so, yes. Yes, there should be. We, the people, need to know that it is there and that it is safe. Do I think we need to do a live stream walkthrough with Elon Musk via X and see it all ourselves? I think it'd be nice, but as it said, then we show our hand. It's a wild thing to think about, but I really do want to know, for you, the viewer out there who's been watching, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you are new to the Paulybuck YouTube channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, check out this video, and I will see you all on the next one. Thanks, everybody.